What's happening, people? This is Avidan. Welcome to the Avidan Direct Chillcast, episode 26. As you see, we have a huge cast tonight, and we have a lot to talk about. And as you can hear, I'm not the only one who's sick right now. I know I sound like a rapper, say the jokes. I already put an 8 Mile, so say the joke for you. But we're going to go ahead and have some fun. I'm going to introduce the cast. People, we're going to start with the one and only Rob Regal. Tell them where you're from, your channel, and what you got planned, man.
Yeah, man, it's your man Rob Regal. What it do? Formerly of the Regal Report, now it's just Rob Regal Gaming and Culture. If you need to go ahead and subscribe to the channel, you just hit the link in the info because I don't have a unique URL yet. I'm literally starting all over again. But just a young dude from the DMV area, DC, Maryland, loves video games, loves hip hop, love mobile tech, and kicking it with my man Avidan every week. You know what it is? Chillcast. Make sure you underdig when I'm overlaying on the underlay. Yeah.
All right. We're just gonna go straight to the line. So, Nick, what's going on, man?
Yo, what's going on, man? Smash is going on. Smash is live. It's finally here. Everybody's on it. Like literally, I got done streaming Smash, and now in the arena that I was just in, still going strong right now. They still playing in the arena.
I'm tempted to play against y'all. So shut up about that.
To the side, man. And yeah, man, Smash is finally here. We love it. I love it. Everybody loves it. It's great. So it's a good weekend.
Cool. All right. Next up on the list, NX Revolution. How you been, man?
I've been pretty well. Smash Bros. Came out, so I've been trying to unlock all the characters. And if anyone sees who's on my friends list sees I'm online right now, I guarantee you I'm not playing.
Yeah, same here. I just got an arena going. Hop in the arena, y'all.
I'm not playing either, guys. If you see me on, the TV's on.
You see, this is the advantage I get with no webcam.
The TV, shut up. The TV is on, but I'm not playing. So,
there we go.
But now we have a guest, first time on the podcast. He invited me to his podcast back in April, I think. And Yep. Yeah, it was April. I was on the Mikel Casanova podcast for the first time. Great experience. So we have the one and only Mikel Casanova himself. Tell them how you doing for the people who don't know you, your channel, what you're doing, how you been, man.
I've been real good. What's up, everybody? It's Mikel Casanova, Hawaii's favorite YouTuber, host of the #1 podcast in the state of Hawaii, the Mikel Casanova Podcast. Come to my channel if you want to catch reviews, interviews with voice actors, other YouTubers, and more.
Definitely.
I like it.
Yeah, like he voice. Wait, when he says voice actors, we're talking real. The voice of Ansem from Kingdom Hearts, the voice of Raiden from Mortal Kombat, the voice of Gohan from Dragon Ball Z. Adult Gohan.
He said, Raiden, I want to go. I want to get you really high, but then my voice can't do it.
So yeah, like he's legit, and he has some pretty other big names coming up. I can't say nothing, but he has some big names coming up. So
you can drop a name. You can drop a name.
I can drop a name.
Yeah.
You sure?
Drop two if you want.
He's interviewing Eric Bischoff next soon.
Dang! Hey man,
Ultimate flex.
That's flexing right there, man. And be sure to ask him, what happened with WCW.
Got it right there. Under the tuck. We all under the wing right now.
So I didn't want to put you out there, man, but shoot, I mean,
the arena finally calmed down.
So you guys make sure you subscribe to him. He has a lot of good stuff coming up. You can find him on Apple, everything. But next up, we got the homie, your player 2. What's going on? How you been, man?
Good, man. I'm just trying to get familiar with Smash, as I've said on multiple shows here. Like, I'm not a Smash aficionado by any stretch of the imagination, so this is the first time for me to really dive into it. And I would say I've been humbled, to put it mildly, in my first 5 to 6 hours of Smash.
Get King Karoo because he's broken.
He's not that good.
He was I think he was the first character I actually unlocked, and Sean's just murdered.
I gave you that work with him yesterday, so don't use him that much. You should go somebody fast.
That musket's nice.
That musket's nice, as I'm saying. Like, those moves are broken. It's crazy.
Right.
Nice. And your player 2, you got a new chat. You got a new video out about affiliate marketing, right?
Yeah. Actually, I've got a few videos like that coming out, mainly because I've talked to a lot of different YouTubers, particularly within the gaming space, that had questions about how to generate revenue. And some of the more common methods are things like selling your own merchandise. And obviously, a lot of people are like, how do I get to that 1,000 subscriber mark, or whatever that hourly requirement is to monetize through AdSense? And one of the things I wanted to do with that video series was kind of point out that, hey, there are other and even better ways, I would argue, that you can make money with your YouTube channel. So I decided to focus a little bit on affiliate marketing to kind of demystify some of that stuff and give people some practical tips to get more clicks on those links. Things like, be genuine, don't hawk products that are complete crap. I'm not going to spoil anything from the podcast tonight, I hope. But anyways, vouch for things that you actually believe in. And, there's nothing wrong with making money online with your channel as long as you're invested in the things that, you're actually promoting.
100%. Nice. So make sure you guys go ahead and check him out. And now we have a second time return to the podcast. It's been a while since I had him on. I think it was about 20 episodes. It's been about 20 weeks or 21 weeks.
Has it been that long?
Yeah, it has been. It's been that long.
Time does go by, doesn't it? Damn.
So we have Smash JT, and Smash JT has a lot of great content, man. Like, I love your content. Like, some people may not like it, but I like the fact that you address controversial questions and get people to think and add new perspectives, like that N64 classic perspective idea. I didn't even think about something like that, but that's a good idea,
Right.
man.
Well, maybe not that specific one, but we all have those ideas that we're taking a shower or we're laying down and it pops into our head. We're like, holy bleep, why the hell doesn't anyone ever think of this?
Right.
I just had one of those moments with that video, and I feel like that's one of the exciting parts of YouTube, is being able to have that kind of passion and fall into that kind of stuff. So yeah.
And it stuck well, man. It's like, I noticed your channel, it just blew. I was like, nice.
It's wild. You get viral video, and it's like you'll start getting subscribers like every minute. You'll be getting 2 or 3 subscribers for like an hour and a half or 2 hours. It's like a weird feeling of, oh, this is what it feels like to be one of those gigantic channels, like for a moment in your life. So
it's crazy.
It's cool.
It's crazy because the stream I did last night, it ended at about like 200, and now it's at 1,100. I'm like, yo, how's this thing still growing?
Damn, that's awesome.
So it's SEO, all that other stuff, but we're not here for that. I'm gonna say, what up to the chat? What up to MC? What up to Luke Star? What up to Grumpy Munchkins? What's good, man? What up to Chris Levi?
Very underrated channel out there, Grumpy Munchkins.
What up? Exactly. Everyone go make sure you go check out this channel. In fact, I'm gonna make sure you guys do. David N, what's good? What's good, David N? We have a good few people here. What's good, David N? Whoa, hold up, see. I noticed. I heard echoes. I had to fix those echoes real fast. What up, Jake? And what up, Chris Levi? So we're gonna get right into this topic, guys. All right, so Fortnite is being sued by the rapper 2 Milli. Now, most people probably have not heard of 2 Milli. I'll be honest with you, I wasn't really listening to a lot of hip hop for a while, so I didn't know 2 Milli for the longest time. But I heard of his dance to Milli Rock because a lot of people do it. A lot of people I know that Nick's doing it right now. Nick's doing it to Milli Rock right now. So he is suing Fortnite for the Season Pass 5 dance that's called Swipe It, which looks just like his dance. And he's suing them for copyright infringement. So without going too deep into the moral aspect of this, because this could be spinned into so many different narratives, I want to really focus on the importance of copyright. And I want to, because all of us are content creators. I know some of you in the chat are content creators, and some of you in the chat may be content creators of other sorts. You may not be doing YouTube, you may do artwork, you may do music, whatever it is you may do. I want to focus on the importance of copyright and what it means to really copyright your stuff, no matter how quote unquote small you think that idea is. So I want to pass this off, starting off to your player 2. Because your player 2, I really love your marketing sense, so I really want you to kick this one off.
I mean, and that's the thing. Like when I first heard about this, one of the first things that kind of sprung to mind was, has this ever happened before? And actually, I brought this up talking with some friends at work, and Sean had mentioned that we've seen dances from pop culture adapted into video games before. If you look back at World of Warcraft, for example,
exactly.
But at the time, that's never really caused a big controversy before. But then again, when you have a game like Fortnite, which has reached such, it is essentially another World of Warcraft in terms of its ability to be like this mega pop culture sort of thing that has become, just everybody knows what Fortnite is pretty much. When there's lots of money being made and you essentially take a creative work from an artist in a different, in a different medium, and then you make it something that people buy, and then you make a ton of money off of it, that's where it starts to get sort of hairy, I think. I think the difference there, which was something else we talked about, was in World of Warcraft, it wasn't like, okay, we're selling these dances individually and then making some dough off of it. It was just something that was just sort of included, and just, I think that's why it never really caused as much of a stir.
Okay, fair enough. I'm going to pass this off to Mikkel. What are your thoughts on this, man?
All right. So, like, when you brought it up to me earlier, I think it was, no, not earlier today, I think it was the other day, and I started looking into it more, and I'm thinking, so, we had dances before when they blew up, everybody was doing them. Like, everybody remembers the Dougie and the Jerk. And it's like, okay, so how do you copyright a dance that itself can be claimed to be a ripoff or inspiration from something that previously happened? So the dance part, I don't know how they can copyright it, but as far as for content creators, certain swag that we bring, I think it is important for us to at least try. If we can't do like an official copyright, do a poor man's copyright. That way we know that we had some type of influence or creativity on the part of creating that. But as far as this dance, when the guy, I think he copyrighted it or tried to do a copyright
on the
2
4th,
days ago?
On the 4th, yeah, December 4th.
Yeah. So with that, it's like, why didn't you think to copyright that back when you first quote unquote created?
And that's the thing. It's to jump on that. A lot of people, especially looking at where he's coming up from. He's from where I was born. I was born in Brooklyn, New York. So it's like there's a lot of people, a lot of up and coming rappers at that time. You would think to copyright your song before you do your dance. A dance you come up with, a lot of people are not versed with copyright laws in general. It's like a lot of people don't even know that dances were eligible for copyright since 1976. So a lot of people don't know that. But so to say why didn't he copyright it then, chances are he didn't know to. I can promise you the song that he performed is copyrighted, but the dance isn't. Which is why Fortnite, it's as messed up as it's messy business. I'm not gonna say the words around it. It is messy business either way. You take the dance and then you just rename it into your own, and you don't sell it. You don't sell it on the front end, but you make a lot off the back end because it's under a battle pass. It's available as an emote under a battle pass. So people are not buying the dance directly, but you're profiting off the dance off a back end, which in marketing these days, that's a huge end of a lot of these companies' revenue. They make a lot of money off the back end. That's why they give you all these quote unquote free deals, because they can make a lot of money off the back end. So when it comes down to him and this whole situation, I'm looking at him like, all right, you messed up. You know that you should have copyrighted, and it's good that he's in a position now where he applied for the copyright. So when it does go to court, he does have something on his name stating that this is his. Then yeah, he could do it, because we all know when you get to the court of law, there's no such thing of, well, I did it first here. Everyone's gonna say, what proof do you have? How do we know this is yours? How do we know you didn't get this from somebody else? And that's why I feel as though when us as content creators, when we make something or when we say something that's dope, write it down and make sure you don't even have to tell nobody. Get it copywritten, trademark it or something. But Rob,
go ahead.
My bad.
Ask. No, because the one thing I want to ask, like, if he. Because I'm sure he has like a an attorney or some type of legal representation, like why didn't they, or even an agent, like why didn't they, recommend to him to copyright that? Because like even for me, when I was in the music industry, it was like that. Everything you do, copyrighted. So I mean, I kind of question his agent in that sense.
Some lawyers are better than others.
Yeah, that, and I'm because again, I was a rapper myself, and I know how it goes sometimes. Like that dude, 2 Milli, even when you see his video, like this is a young dude from the hood. Like he probably didn't think this song was gonna blow up to be what it became. He was just like, yo, I got this song, it cranks. We're gonna have fun in this video. We doing this dance, and then everybody just caught on to this dance, to the whole Milli Rock thing. I think it blew up too fast for him to even realize, oh snap, maybe I should copyright this, because he probably saw it as just some little mixtape joint. I don't even think the joint was on a project when it first came out. It was just something they threw out to like YouTube and WorldStar. So it became bigger than he thought, and then it blew up too fast, and now you get what happens a lot with our cultures, which is somebody goes ahead, they see something they consider cool, they see if they can take something off of it and make some money off of that without paying back the originators. You know what I'm saying? It's just unfortunate.
I don't mean to cut you off, Rob. I want to make one thing clear, Ed. It's not saying that nobody can't do the dance. He's not against people doing the dance. Right. It's against people profiting off the dance.
And him not getting the cut.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
It's nothing wrong with other people doing the dance. In fact, it's encouraged for other people to do the dance.
Big facts.
But it's more
cut out of it.
It's more so someone taking it and making a profit off it. If you view yourself as the originator, I promise you, the reason why the moonwalk is copyrighted. Trust me.
But to be fair, Michael Jackson wasn't dropping mixtapes on the corner in Brooklyn, so it's a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had, you know what I'm saying, Berry Gordy had his back for a good minute. So
yeah.
It's different.
Yeah, but let me see. You can't copyright dances. You can't copyright dances since 1976.
You can definitely copyright.
That's actually copyright law, bro. Since 1976, you can do it. YouTubers profit doing popular dances. It's exactly, Ryu-chan, exactly. But NX, you said, I remember NX said, NX, if you had anything you want to add, Smash AT, Nick, any of you guys have anything you want to add to this?
No, I mean, I don't. Go ahead, NX.
I was just gonna say I haven't studied copyright law in depth, so I don't. In my opinion, since he didn't copyright it, it was technically free game, but there is a moral argument, but I don't think we're necessarily.
Oh yeah, you already. But Epic Games don't care about that moral argument, dog. Like you already know that. Like they just gonna go ahead and just take it and whatever they can to get the money. I mean, Fortnite's hitting right now, so they just, like Avidan said, it's kind of snaky, but like you said, it's free game and it's unfortunate, and that's pretty much what everybody's been saying so far.
Grumpy, chill out, bruh. Grumpy, chill out. Hey. Grumpy's just joking. Wow. Grumpy's just joking.
Grumpy just, that's messed up.
Grumpy's just joking. Grumpy's just joking. Wow. Grumpy's just joking. Grumpy, I laugh. I know Grumpy is joking with him. I know Grumpy is just joking with him. That's Grumpy's sense of humor.
But I think we all know they're gonna break him off some money.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they're gonna have to.
Yeah.
So Smash AT, you have anything you want to add to this?
I mean, I feel like it kind of opens a can of worms going down this road, slippery slope type stuff. I mean, it's funny because as everybody else was talking, I was thinking about it, and then I looked over at the chat and I was reading what Ed Norton was saying, and literally, like word for word, what he was saying was what was going through my mind. So basically, what Ed was saying is kind of where I'm at with it.
Fair enough.
Regardless of, I know you said it is legal, but then I'm saying, okay, but they need to reevaluate copyright law because this is a hell of a can of worms, especially with the digital age of new games coming down. What's going to be able showing up? This stuff wasn't around back when it was legal. Now it's like, what kind of world are we going to live in if we go down this red tape world of YouTube with this stuff? So.
And that's why I want to talk about this, because we're going into a new era of gaming. We're all going to a new era of entertainment. Let's call it entertainment because gaming is entertainment. We're going to a new era of entertainment, and I feel like these things need to be addressed and addressed well. And all of us and everyone watching these needs to be well versed into these things, so stuff like this doesn't have to happen no more. But I wanted just to open this up because now the fun begins. Soulja Boy is selling video game consoles, guys.
Let's go.
Get him,
Soulja
Rob.
Boy is
Get him,
selling
Rob.
video game
Get him,
consoles.
Rob. Get him, Rob.
All right, so
Speaking of copyright,
okay, so it's funny though. The day we're talking about rappers, I sound like a rapper today. But anyway,
hey, yo, Avidan,
kids.
Avidan, can I cut you off real quick?
what's up?
I just want to tell everyone in the chat I'm gonna start selling my own mixtape. I'm gonna start rapping, but they're not gonna be my tracks. They're gonna be all from what's his name?
2 million.
What's that?
2 million.
Yeah. No. The freaking Superman, that guy.
Oh, Soulja Boy.
Soulja Boy.
Soulja
You're
Boy.
gonna put on Soulja Boy's track.
Also,
Oh, man.
and it's gonna be my mixtape. It's gonna be my mixtape though. So I'm gonna put my name on it, and I'm gonna sell it, and it's gonna be my music.
The benefit of selling music under Soulja Boy's guise is that whether it's him or it's you, you really don't need to rap either way. Like,
Exactly.
like, it works.
Oh man, so I think we have a unanimous of what were you thinking, Soulja Boy? Like what? Like, all right. The business side of me, I understand merchandising. I understand going to these knockoff Chinese websites, getting the product and making a profit. I get that. Wrong product. Your watches, you're good. Game consoles, you're dumb. No. Nah. Like, you gonna Rob, take this. Take this, Rob.
Look, dog, Soulja Boy, I need you to understand something, dog. This ain't your lane, man. Like, I understand you've been making a lot of bad decisions over the past decade or so. This might be one of the worst ones, dog. You putting a whole bunch of unlicensed games on these little consoles that you selling for like $90 and $180, right? No license on, which means you're really gonna be spending like 100 times what you charging for them joints, right? Like, just wait for it to happen, right? So you thought you was gonna hop into gaming for the cash grab by selling us like Nintendo Game & Watch games on a console. You thought you was gonna sell us this, and then you sold us something that looked like a Nokia phone and called it a game console. And I don't appreciate it, Soulja Boy. I need you to just fall back. I need you to over there.
No,
you gotta say,
Stay over here, man.
You gotta
Like,
say,
just stop. No, I can't do all that because I'm old, dog. I can't do all that. You know what I'm saying? That's for Bama's that can't grow beards. I can't do all that right there. I'm gonna leave Soulja Boy put all the emphasis on you, but I need him to stop. Okay, that's what I need him to do, because we got actual video games over here. Okay, that's what we need to do. I'm gonna get back to Avidan now.
I mean,
Hit him with the Jada Kiss laugh, Avidan.
no, I'm not gonna embarrass myself. I mean, I'm gonna show you guys something, okay? I really want to show you guys something. This thing runs 4K with 4 gigs of RAM. And no, I think it's less than that. It's like 128 megabytes of RAM. Hold up. But no, it plays Switch.
It's a 4K photo.
It plays a Switch, 3DS, Vita, Neo Geo, GBC, Game Boy, GBA handheld. Has over 3,000 built-in games.
4K.
Guys, it does. I don't know why. I don't know why you're
Let's play some
laughing.
Game Boy Color in 4K, y'all.
it's actually PS5 compatible.
Hold on, let me I'll try. Let me go to this website.
You just gave me a migraine with that.
Yeah. God. PS5 compatible. 4K. Matter of fact, also it's 8K too.
4K.
Nah,
Yeah.
fuck that. It's
You
12K.
got to download the 8K update when it comes out.
Oh man.
It's on.
And you'll be able to play the Atari 2600 on that update.
I mean, in Soulja Boy's defense, it is on sale for
guys-
150 instead of 200 right now.
But guys, get this for real. Watch this.
Deal.
the types of games it could play soldier games, guys. It could play soldier games.
Hold on. Here's a question for y'all though. Better deal, PS Classic or the Soldier Boy console?
Classic.
I don't know.
Now here's the question: do I have to pick one? Is it like a pick one or you get shot in the head?
Yeah. Pick one, you get shot.
All right, so it's not on y'all.
All right, no, I got a better one, Nintendo.
All right.
Soldier Boy Classic or Atari VCS?
Oh my gosh.
I knew you was gonna say that because you've been fighting with them dudes. I knew you was gonna say something like that. 'Cause I know you've been fighting with them dudes for a while now.
Bullet in the head, still bullet in the head. I'm going with that. It was nice knowing y'all.
I go with Soldier Boy because that exists.
Oh man.
Amigo, let's get you a ouya. How you say that, joint?
Yo, guys,
That's how you say it.
yo, guys, watch this. It's ran on Linux 3.0.
Oh, it's a Nokia Engage. Tight. That's what's up. Soldier Boy's on the Nokia Engages. All right,
Taco too.
I'm all in. I'm all in there.
Nokia Engage, man.
Shouldn't have told me that.
You know the dumbest thing he's doing is like posting on Twitter. He's tweeting about how much he made off of that. Like, what are you
Always does
doing?
that.
Yeah, maybe like 250 grand in 24 hours.
I feel like,
and them game companies gonna come and get that behind.
you know how people have that thing in their head, the conscience. It's like, hey, don't do this, don't say. He's completely missing that entire part of his brain.
Did y'all ever see him do the fake story about the shootout he was in? When somebody broke into his house?
I haven't seen
remember
that. I forgot about it.
That's the judgment that we're talking about here. Just let that sink in real quick.
Yeah, it's gonna catch up with you fast. So yeah, like with this though, and the reason why I want to open this up is like, how can he come back from this? Oh wow,
He hasn't
He'll
came
never
back
come
since-
back.
Yeah. He went out big.
I would say this is his comeback. What do I mean?
He ran all out of baby name.
He's not back.
He's
Don't
been
give him that
into
credit.
obscurity.
He's always had like little stupid people that's gonna buy whatever he puts out, but he's never back. Like Soldier Boy is like Fetch and Mean Girls. Like you can't make it a thing. Okay, it's over. It's done. Okay?
I don't know. I mean, I like Craig that. I think that's a good song.
Oh my god.
That's like over a decade though.
I don't care.
Wait a
I still like I still like Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Here,
Come on now.
I'm ready to go. I need my check, waiter. Y'all tripping.
He hasn't been relevant since Kiss Me Through the Phone. Even then, what is that?
Why
That's
did
still
you pick that song of all of them?
because that's the song my wife was playing. the
You
other
know how
day, so-
deep into Soldier Boy singles you have to go into to pick out "Kiss Me Through the Phone"?
Hey, she had it on her mix play. So
Hey, I got a question. I got a question after
What's up?
that.
What's up?
Sure,
What's
sure
up?
she did.
I want everyone's
No, it
predictions
was you,
on.
Mikkel.
What up? What up?
I want everyone's predictions on what Soldier Boy does with his next venture, and I will go first. And I will say
No.
some sort of weird, twisted relationship reality show on TLC.
Yo, I just want to laugh at the fact that you said I want to say.
I can't say he's wrong.
No, he just said no out of nowhere. No.
I said, oh no. I said, oh no. Like, oh no.
Okay. Either way, it was great comedic timing. I'm telling you.
Oh no. I said, oh no, man.
Timing is everything. That was great timing.
Oh man. Oh no.
Nope. We're gonna hide that real quick. We're gonna hide that real quick. Hey, we gotta keep it rated G in the chat, Rod. I'm sorry. Forgive me, but we gotta keep it rated G. Gotta keep it
I saw
rated
what
G.
she
for the
said,
kids.
though.
Rated G, we gotta get Grumpy out of the chat.
You gotta keep it rated G.
I saw what you said though. Oh my gosh. That probably wouldn't be far either.
No, I know. Actually, he's probably not too far away with that.
Exactly.
For real.
She's probably not too far away from that.
Oh, she's probably right, but I had to hide that. Woo!
Yeah.
I'm with Click Show, and you was gonna be really mad at me.
But yeah, moving forward, guys, I really just wanted to make some real fun topics with this. I saw it. Shout out to RGT85 because it was through his video I found out about this whole situation from, and his video got put on World Star.
I heard he's getting a lot of hate actually from World Star. A lot of people.
Yeah,
who
who
go to
does
World
it?
Star.
Everyone gets hate on World Star. Everyone.
That's his World Star.
Like
Funny.
literally, he made it in my eyes. What you put on World Star, you made it. I'm dead serious too. I'm not even lying.
So that's Avidan's main
That's
goal, y'all.
crazy.
Y'all heard it here first. Avidan's main goal
Avidan, hey, look.
is to be featured on World
The
Star.
direct Chillcast are a wrap once Avidan gets on World Star. That's it. He's not going to know none of us no more. That's a wrap.
Nah, I wouldn't do that to y'all. But nah, we're gonna go right.
No, he wouldn't forget us. He'd be like, "Hey guys, I'm on World Star now. Just so you know." World Star,
Nah. I'll open up the next episode and say World Star. That's all I'll do. That's all I'll do. I'll just do that.
It's your boy Avidan. I've been on World Star, and here's a bunch of other random dudes below me.
But nah, let's actually talk about some stuff that we really are more passionate about. It's about these Game Awards. All right.
I want to talk about that.
Oh, my dick.
I don't want to talk about that, man. Every game that I wanted to get something didn't get anything, so I'm done with it. I'm done.
None of your joints won.
I mean, the only joint that I really have.
God of War won. I'm happy. I'm happy.
They didn't win nothing.
No, it did.
Octopath didn't
It
win
won something. It didn't win Game of the Year, but it won something.
No, it did. Octopath didn't win nothing.
Octopath didn't get
Octopath won
Category.
something.
No, it didn't get. It didn't get best score. Didn't get best artwork. Didn't get best RPG.
Red Dead took everything for Octopath. Everything Octopath was mentioned for.
Since I
Red
know
Dead took.
everything you guys are gonna say is going to be negative. I'll start off with a positive note. I actually like seeing what games win what, and I like seeing Joker revealed for Smash. That was it.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was good. Nah, that was good.
Also,
I'm just
I'm
saying,
at
I was
11 for
upset.
Switch.
Joker.
That's
Outside
gonna
the
be
world
nice.
is what I'm waiting for.
I'm the only person that didn't see the Game Awards.
Well,
I missed a
Don't-
good
don't
chunk
look at
of the
me.
Game Awards.
Don't look at me
during
like
which
that. Rob, don't look at me like that. I was interviewing the voice of M. Bison.
Yo, that's exactly what I was about to say. Man, he was too busy interviewing somebody. That's exactly what I was about to say. It's all good. I was right. That's why you got the look you got. It's all good.
the dude was it. He said, "Oh, I missed the Game Awards. I was just talking to M. Bison. You know,
I was too busy. I was too busy just chilling, trading stock tips with Bill Gates. I got human DVR. I'm gonna just run it back later tonight or whatever, Got somebody to come. They actually replay the whole awards for me. Is what happens.
But nah, Smash was in the chat with the Game Awards, man. Like Smash and I, we felt the same way. Smash was trying to keep my hope alive. We'll see some Metroid, but we didn't.
No.
You're talking to me? You're talking about Smash.
And talk about you, we was going to see
You're talking to
Metroid.
me? Okay, I didn't know if you're talking about Smash Ultimate or Smash and Metroid. Sorry.
Yeah.
So my favorite part of the show was the opening. Like I said in my video, when all three came out together, that was iconic. That will be go down in history. People will look back in 10, 15 years at that moment. I don't think people realize how important that was, what a big deal that was. That was groundbreaking on so many different levels for the game industry. For those three to talk together, it really shows that they're in it for the gamers, and it gave me a lot of weird hope and potential future crossovers, seeing those three talk together. Maybe I'm looking too far into this, but when I saw the three up there, I was like, are we gonna see Master Chief in Smash Brothers?
Yeah,
maybe.
I had to say.
Are we gonna see GoldenEye on the N64 Classic? Are we gonna see, random PlayStation stuff show up on the Switch? And people will say, "Oh, no way! Sony would never do anything on the Switch." Well, Sony PlayStation was making games that were coming out on the DS, so it's not unheard of for them to cross over onto that. So.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, it filled my brain with a lot of really exciting potential things, and it was all downhill from there. But it was really cool seeing the God of War voice actors talk. That was a trip, man. That was such a trip.
Here's my biggest complaint about the awards. It wasn't that. It's they didn't focus a lot on the awards. Like some of the awards, they kind of just breezed through and didn't really do much about them. And then they focused on the game reveals and the game trailers and the world premieres, which I get it. You had a lot and you had a lot to do, and that was kind of what you were hinting at. The big thing was, and people were gonna watch that, and people were watching for that. But like NX said, NX was like, I enjoy watching the awards being given out. Now I like seeing who wins what, and I was the same way. So whenever they were announcing like all these games, and Jeff Keith was just like, oh, this one this award, and this one this award. And they just breezed through them real quick. I was like, well, what was the point of that? Like, you at least could have given everybody.
That was during like the pre-show, right? Though, right? Was that during the pre-show?
During the pre-show and even during the show, they did that too. Like they did it all over the place.
Can I say, Nintendo? You just reminded me one more point I wanted to make, and that was one of the biggest issues I had with the awards show was there are too many goddamn awards. They need to like cut them down by like a third. There's like 66% of those awards are like. What? Why are we even giving an award for the like longest running multiplayer game? Who cares? Like, let's give some serious awards for things and move on. Like, I feel like some of these awards were created specifically for games that are already existing, just to pat them on the back. Like, I don't feel like it was an award that should exist.
That's actually a fair point. I didn't even think about that. But I want to show you guys something that I saw on Twitter. It was actually pretty funny. Am I able to show you guys? Yeah, I can. Everyone, look over. This. I found this hilarious. I found this absolutely hilarious. Whoever did this.
Man, forget all that. You out here be hating, dog, man. Forget those people. Made that. You know what?
That's accurate, dog.
Look, that hurts me. That hurts my feelings. That actually hit me here in my soul. That picture hit me here. I don't appreciate it.
That's accurate, dog. I'm just saying.
Not that accurate. Not that. The truth hurts, man. At least put that 720 out there. Put that 630.
I love Nintendo, but that's accurate, dog.
Make it real accurate.
But my whole thing about the Game Awards, I felt the pacing could have been a little bit better. I felt there was way too much like music playing here and there. The Red Dead music, I could have did without that. I could have did without the Devil May Cry music. A lot of the music, I felt like it was just filler time. In fact, honestly, I felt my biggest gripe, I want to talk about this with you guys. My biggest gripe that most of the game trailers were just cinematic trailers of not actual gameplay. So it felt like we was watching a whole bunch of commercials to the actual awards and not actual real reveal. You're saying world premiere. When I think of a world premiere, I'm thinking I'm going to see something premiered, not to see like a 10-second or 15-second obscure trailer to something that I have no clue about. So that
reminds me of Metroid Prime, and in a weird way, I'm actually really thankful that Nintendo just showed a picture of the logo, because it's like, I don't want to see cinematography. I don't want to see all this CG. I want to see what the gameplay's like, and then
the real gameplay.
Like, I watch people going crazy about Mortal Kombat. I'm like, I can't even get hyped for that. It was a bunch of CG. Like, anybody could make that. Like, it's literally the same thing as saying Mortal Kombat 11 is coming down the road. Like, showing CG doesn't do anything for that.
And the point I want to make, and I'm actually working on something for this, the point that I want to bring home, it creates so many expectations, and it creates the illusion that games are further along than they actually are. And it's not. It doesn't take long to make that Metroid Prime 4 trailer. That could be done in a day. Let's be real. So when people are saying that even though I was disappointed that I didn't get Metroid Prime 4 as a gameplay trailer last night, I just was real myself. Well, it's not done yet. It's not ready to be shown yet, so I can wait. And I'm like, why are people upset that you are not seeing actual gameplay footage of a game, or you just want to see an obscure trailer and an obscure date? I'm like, what's the point of that? That's a waste of time for me. I'd rather see, let me give you a perfect example. Smash Brothers, right? A lot of people are upset that Smash Brothers was talked about by Nintendo only by most of the year. But I promise you, Smash Brothers is going to break every single record in terms of sales for any Nintendo Switch game. because they did that. Because they focused solely on the game, they announced it at the middle of the year and it released at the end of the year. That's how it should be, in my opinion. That's how it should be. You do one cinematic trailer, and then at the end of that cinematic trailer, you give like an obscure release date. It said 2018. Cool, so we know it's still this year. You came out at E3, you gave us all the characters, showed us the gameplay, showed us gameplay again in the following month, showed us more stuff in October, which we thought that what more could there be? And now that we have the game, and we're still finding out that this game was still well put together. So I feel as though the way they did Smash Brothers was the perfect example of how a game should be released and premiered. Now, in terms of all these other games, Ghost of Tsushima, when's that coming out? Resident Evil, as well. Resident Evil's coming out next year, early next year, so that's not. But Ghost of Tsushima, and that's one game I want to point out. We see footage of that game, and it's like you don't know when that game's coming out. We saw that at E3, so I feel as though when we see these cinematic trailers, like we saw last night, give us actual gameplay footage and give us a release date. That's a better world premiere, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So
I got a point.
No one can disagree.
I didn't mean to do a mic drop on you guys. Dang.
I can always talk. I can add on to that and say, when was the last time that you fell in love with a game and a sequel for it or some sort of remaster or something didn't come down the road? Literally, I was sitting here while you were talking, thinking about that because you brought it up. And the only game I can think of that didn't really have a proper sequel, even though it did, was Chrono Trigger. It had Chrono Cross. But I'm like, I want an actual like Chrono Trigger, like top-down view, and they're not doing that. But outside of that, every game
Mario RPG is on one.
Every game that you loved as a kid, it shows up eventually. And my point of all of this is exactly what you're saying about why you don't want to see it until it's ready, because deep down, we know every game we want will eventually come. So just show us when it's ready, because I mean, if you wait long enough, it will show up. I guess that's what I'm getting.
I mean, and to add on to that, what you said, you reminded me of something else I wanted to point out. I want to go take a limb that all of us in this podcast, we grew up during the era of gaming magazines. When you got a gaming magazine in the mail, you saw all the new games that was coming out, and it said Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 of that year, if it was going to come out later on that year. And you saw pictures of the game. I can only pinpoint 2 occasions, and this is when it was going to be new consoles like the Nintendo Revolution and some forth. You saw the new Zelda game in there, and it didn't look like that when it came out because Nintendo went in a whole different direction. Outside of those situations, 9 times out of 10, the games that you saw or the way it looked in the magazine, it was a good portrayal of how the actual game was when you saw it on your TV. And then if you got, when your cable systems upgraded, I think I was in like, 6th grade by this time, and you was able to watch GameSpot TV or XPlay, you was able to actually see these same games on TV. You was actually able to see these upcoming games that you will see in your gaming magazines on TV, and you actually get to see video footage. So call it crazy, but I'm from the era of let me see the actual game. I don't want to see a trailer of nothing. I want to see the game itself. So,
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So yeah, that's just me. It's like that was like my biggest gripe. That was like my biggest thing that was annoying me the most. Outside of that, the Game Awards was a snooze fest for me. I'm not gonna lie. Like the hardest, I'm gonna be real with you guys. The hardest thing to do is to stream something that is boring you. The hardest thing in the world is to stream something that is boring you. Cause I'm trying to be entertaining to you guys, but at the same,
I'm not entertained.
But I'm not being entertained. So I'm like, what do I have to work with? I don't want to end me.
I got off at 11:30. I'm not going fake. Got off at 11:30, so I'm gonna just chill out until Super Smash Brothers come out.
What I was saying on my video is like it was boring, but the only thing that kept me attached was the what if something wild happens? What if a crazy game gets announced or a situation that everyone's talking about tomorrow? What if that happens? And none of that really did. And that was, like I said, outside of the God of War voice thing, there was nothing that, was like
funny.
there was nothing that was like an oh my god moment. It was just a bunch of generic Fortnite crap and people rushing through awards just to show generic game ads. It was boring. I agree.
The Epic Store ads that were everywhere because they were really pushing that. Oh my god.
Yeah,
God, yeah.
seriously.
Yeah,
I wonder how much money Epic gave to put that on last
Oh my
night. 'Cause
gosh, dude.
Epic was
All
everywhere.
of 2 Millie's money.
Oh wow!
Dang.
Yep. We figured it all out where all that money went to.
But that's pretty much it. Does anyone else have they want to add about the Game Awards and their thoughts on it?
I just want to say, oh no, go ahead, man.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, the best part of the Game Awards for me was the part that I missed because I stayed and watched it in the stream for most of it last night. I took a quick break to get a burrito, and then I came back and I was like, "Hey, did I miss anything?" And everyone was like, "No, you didn't miss much. No worries, don't worry about it." And then later on, Avidan was like, "Oh yeah, there was Ultimate Alliance 3," and I was like, "Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3?" And he was like, "Yeah, Marvel Ultimate Alliance." So I was like,
You know what?
what are you talking about? I've been waiting for that for years.
Yeah.
So then I went and looked at the trailer and I was super excited for it, even though it looks like it's sort of rehashing what we're seeing in the MCU right now. But I was like super pumped for that. But I missed it. So
That one was big because
kind of boring.
No one expected it.
Yeah, no one's expected it, and I was in Salty's podcast / we were just kind of reacting to it, and
Yeah.
everybody in the chat are a bunch of Xbox dudes, and they were all like mad.
Oh,
really mad.
And I feel
Poor
like, I don't know,
baby.
it's true
Man,
exclusive.
It's
I got a
it's
Switch
It's a
and
Switch
an
exclusive.
Xbox.
I know, but no, these dudes, trust me, they're like, oh, bro, I don't need a Switch. I got 4K. Like they're those kind of dudes. So like they were like, they're like, what the heck? It's not an Xbox. No, I gotta get a Switch, and their heads exploding. It's awesome. And I love every moment.
But it's all good for for me, the way I see it is you got Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 on the Switch, right?
Right.
And then for all my Xbox folks, like myself and such, we got the Outer Worlds coming out, which is like made by Obsidian, which everybody tried to fake like, oh, Microsoft getting Obsidian is not going to be a good look. The Outer Worlds looked vicious last night.
It did look good. It did look good.
It looked amazing. I'm like, oh, so the guys who originally made Fallout and brought it back
Your
with
camera
Fallout
shaking,
New
bruh.
Vegas are bringing back a game that looks like a better Fallout.
It really
Yes.
did.
Yeah.
Fallout,
I'm with that.
BioShock, and Borderlands in one game.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Engine
it's a
for
little-
the Outer Worlds looks amazing.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it
I'm
bad
okay.
that
Fallout
is it-
76.
Is it bad that I'm having a hard time getting hyped for it because Fallout 76 kind of just deflated that whole
But,
excitement?
that's the thing. Bethesda has no involvement. This is Obsidian.
No, I know. I just feel like my brain has been like, it doesn't matter what company it is. I've been tricked one too many times. I'm only gonna get hyped now when the game comes out and it actually is decent. Like
I have all faith in Obsidian. I have
You
all
know Todd Howard was looking at that trailer and just like
I don't have
shaking
any
his head.
faith in Bethesda.
yeah.
Todd Howard's just like shaking his head. Yeah, like,
Man, Todd Howard is somewhere trying to figure out a way to steal some more Obsidian ideas. That's all that's going on right now.
Yeah, I didn't notice any Diablo mobile or Fallout talk last night, which is again probably for the best.
That would have been a really easy target for some
Talk about
jokes.
them.
Yeah.
One of them.
I'm so pissed off at Bethesda for what they've done with Fallout, man. I'm so pissed off at them.
You
I bet you are.
Mikhail, you got something you want to add to that?
I was gonna say, like, the only thing for me, like, I got a text from Richard Epcar. He's like, "Did you see it?" I'm like, "See what?" He's like, "You're not watching the show?" I'm like, "No." And he's like, "I'm raiding." I'm like, "Yeah, I know you're raiding." He's like, "No, I'm reprising the role again." I was like, "What?" And then I went and looked at the trailer, and I was like, I was hyped. But the trailer, then I heard the music. I'm like, no.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. I was getting hyped too, and then it was like all trap. I was like, oh man. I agree with you on
I
that.
was nice to hit 21 Savage on there, man. I'm not gonna lie. And I don't even like 21 Savage, but I liked it for a cultural reason, and that's the reason I was happy about it.
I was shocked. I was shocked that I never heard 21 Savage. See, I don't listen to rap no more. Well, okay. I don't listen. Let me rephrase that. I don't listen to newer rappers no more. If you'll catch me listen to Elzai, you'll catch me listen to Lupe every now and then, or
Nice.
Pac, Biggie. You'll catch me listening to them every now and then. But anyone new, I don't know.
Old man Avidan, I get it.
Right.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying.
Avidan's like Gambino, don't like him.
But
They-
the cultural significance, the cultural significance of 21 Savage being in a Mortal Kombat trailer
It's
means
unheard
a lot.
of.
That says a lot.
It was a PR move.
It's another thing because if you look at the Madden soundtrack nowadays and how it's all hip hop now when it used to be all rock, like these cultural things, these are things that I peep, and it makes me proud as a child of hip hop and that culture. I'm like, okay, they say that hip hop's the #1 culture in the world now, and now it's starting to become
That
it's becoming to be visual.
It's manifesting more in itself. Okay.
Now. Yeah, it's manifesting that you can see, oh yeah, hip hop really is the #1 genre now. So it's like when I see stuff like that, like a Mortal Kombat trailer with 21 Savage. No, I'm not a 21 Savage fan, but I'm a fan of hip hop invading video game trailers. I'm all for that.
Because what you're looking at that is in the Mortal Kombat 12, you could see someone that you'll probably actually like, and it could be more a blend of music. It could be someone that you may listen to, and then they still may throw in other tracks. I get so in that
on the 2K soundtrack, like you get all the little trap rappers, all the little flashy rappers, and then you still get Royce the 5'9" and DJ Premier on the jump. You know what I'm saying? Like there's always gonna be that mix. My homie is on the was in the commercial for the new Spider-Man movie, the Into the Spider-Verse joint. Chaz French. He had the main song that was when the first trailer started coming out. That was him in the background on that joint. Like the fact that these big companies are reaching out to hip hop more for their big projects is a great look for the culture. It just looks great to me. It feels good to me.
Nice. So
Song was still trash though. I give you everything, but that song was
my dude hit you with a Kanye. My dude,
I'm gonna let you finish, but
Hey, Avidan,
but I won't dispute that fact.
Before you move on from the Game Awards, let me ask you a question.
I see he's writing something down.
Do you feel like the Creator of the Year should be split up into 2 categories for streamer and actual content creator, or do you feel like it should be 1 award?
Streamer and actual. I think it should be split
content
up.
creator. It should be split up.
It should split up.
Definitely.
I strongly agree.
I'll break that down. Why streamers are more like rock stars in my eyes. When you're a streamer, you are constantly in the realm of entertaining. Like you need to entertain your audience on a consistent and on a natural basis. Kind of like how a bicycle rides. You got to keep going and keep going and keep going. You got to keep the show going from start to finish. There are no breaks. Like once you hit that stage, you are on until your set says that you are off. You can't just. There is no pause. There's the only pause is when you're chaining through the songs. And 9 times out of 10, you're chaining those songs together. So when I look at it from that, and that's why I said rock star. I'm not talking about performing on a set where you're just rapping or singing over your own vocals. No, I'm saying rock star where you have a band playing behind you and it's all instrumentals behind you, and you have to know every single song. You have to know 9 to 7 songs by heart, by memory, and entertain the crowd. That takes work, that takes a lot of talent, and that takes a different type, that takes charisma, and that takes a different type of art and charisma than it does than doing a whole bunch of off-camera work. Because since Rob brought up hip hop, I use the hip hop analogy here. It's like a studio artist who sounds really good in the studio but can't perform for their life.
Stop talking about SZA like that. I love SZA. Don't talk about him like that.
There are a lot of people that could perform a great album, but they can't perform. And I've seen a lot of them perform, and I'm like, yo, you're trash. You're rapping over your vocals. To me, when you rap over your own vocals and you're off beat, you're trash. I caught Meek Mills doing that quite a few times. So when I see that you're not there as a rock star status yet. Rock star status is someone like Jay-Z, where you would have. Now I'm not a fan of Jay-Z's music, but I'm not the biggest fan of Jay-Z's music. No, yeah, I'm not.
Don't speak.
Right, how do you
just keep?
How do you mute Avidan? Can I mute him?
How dare you?
Now let me finish. Let me finish.
I'm
I
watching.
was-
Yo.
Nah.
I can't wait to see how he tries to recover
I'm
this.
watching you.
Easy.
You better not say nothing bad about Jay-Z when you sound like Tyler
No.
the Creator right now. That's all I'm saying. You better watch what you're saying, dog.
Hey man.
You even say yeah, man, like Tyler.
Yo,
What's game
I-
voice? Boy.
Yo, but for real though, let me put it out to you this way. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of his music, I can still acknowledge the craft that you could remember 20 songs and perform that 7 days straight and not mess up and not have your vocals behind you. That takes art and that takes skill. And these aren't whack songs either. Even though I'm not a fan of him as an artist altogether, most of those songs I can
Well,
say
don't
I
mess
rock
up your
with it.
point by saying stuff like that. Just keep going. Keep giving him compliments, dog.
The real question here is
What
Nas
is
or
you
Jay-Z.
doing?
You're in New York, and he sings that New York song, and you
That's
don't
one of the good
like
songs.
it.
That's one of the good songs I like. That's one of the songs I like.
Alright, cool.
I
Nas or Jay-Z? Which one?
Nas.
Nas.
All right, I'm with you on that.
Nas all the way.
Nas.
Jay-Z all the way.
I didn't hesitate for that.
I love Jay-Z.
I didn't
I
hesitate
like
for that.
either.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
don't know, but I don't know if I can pick Nas over Jay though.
Well, okay. You know what? I'll be real. See, this is me being unbiased. Jay-Z is a better performer than Nas.
Jay-Z makes better projects than Nas.
Nah.
Well,
Jay-
are we
hey,
gonna
hold on,
act
hold
like
on.
Nas hasn't needed a
Jay-Z is
different
a better
executive
streamer.
producer
Nas is a better content
There,
creator.
that's
There
what I
you go.
agree.
Is he really? Is he really?
That's real good.
Because we can talk about some albums real quick. We're gonna sit here and talk about Nostradamus.
I mean, that's one.
That's
I'm-
one.
I
Let's
mean-
talk about the last album he just put out.
Let's talk about Jay-Z. Let's talk about this on the same day where Jay-Z and Beyonce came out with an album too on the same day.
And I'm not talking sales. I'm talking the album was
Yeah,
trash.
Me too. Both. So is Jay-Z's album.
Nas was off beat.
What about
on
Magna
every
Carta
single
Holy
song.
Grail? What about Magna Carta Holy Grail, bruh? That was okay.
Okay, that was one.
That no.
But that's literally like when you come to Jay-Z, it's like literally one.
That's what about volume two?
What?
What about
There's a
volume?
lot with Nas.
Not volume two.
Nas has a lot of
Volume
bad
three.
albums.
What
I
about
feel like I
volume three?
started right here.
Yeah, you did. You did.
You know what Nas is good at?
Hey, I think we can all agree that the Vita is a great system.
It's so
Yeah.
good.
Let's just agree. on
Good,
that.
good move. Good move. You know what? You know what? Let's
Wait,
Rob-
where's the
Facts.
I
agree
would
with you.
say the Vita is the Jay-Z of portable systems.
Chill.
Rob.
Chill.
Whoa.
Chill.
Rob,
Chill.
chill.
You know.
Rob was about this on the street.
He walked off set.
I gotta find these waiters, man. They slowed up with these checks, man. I'm trying to get out of here.
This is the best.
Off the
Horrible
rails.
service.
Off
They
the
get a
rails.
tip from me. Good lord, man.
Yo, best segue, best off the rails banter of all time right now. But guys, let's go into the last topic because we're running close in for time. So let's talk about Smash Ultimate. Now we all have the game. Well, almost all of us.
Go on.
Wait, who don't got it?
Smash-
The one dude with Smash in his name.
What? Yeah. What? I talked about it in the pre-stream before we went live, but I pre-ordered it 6 months ago, and instead of getting it, I got 2 copies of the Sega Genesis collection.
Okay, I can't fault you for that. That's a good collection. But
Yeah,
come on, man.
No. They
Best Buy.
screwed up
They
my
messed up his order. They
Best
messed up his
Buy.
order, dog.
They messed up the order. So they said it's coming on Monday, and I'm like, oh hell no! So I got
that makes sense because my daughter's copy is coming Monday too.
That's
so
BS.
I get
It's
it.
Was
this
it
is
Amazon?
UPS. This is the holidays,
GameStop.
and they're not
Hey.
delivering on a Saturday. Come on now.
Don't talk trash about Amazon.
Amazon is
I can talk
trash.
a whole lot of trash about
Amazon is trash.
Delivered my package on time.
Amazon is trash. Trash.
I'm not getting mine for 2 more weeks. My collector's edition.
I'm gonna
Amazon-
download it tonight.
I got
I
my
can't
It's
wait
Nostradamus
to
album. That's what Amazon is. It's the
Oh,
Nostradamus
wow.
Full circle, baby.
album. Yeah. Bring it back.
Amazon is
Amazon-
volume 3. Amazon's Volume 3.
Amazon's trash for this one reason.
Whoa. Had some gems. What you talking about?
Yeah, big pimpins on that. Chill out.
Two or three
About
songs.
$1. Who the is 50 cents? Come on, dog. That was volume 3.
I know that's Volume
That was
3.
volume 3.
I mean, everyone was taking shots at 50 Cent at that time, though.
But I mean, because 50 Cent asked for that. But
He did.
Like
they
literally.
dropping gems on that album.
Let's not do this. Let's not do this. Let's not do this.
Don't man.
I'm gonna say this
Back
because
up.
Amazon's trash for this one reason. Anything I order to come out here to Hawaii takes 1 to 2, sometimes 3 weeks to get here.
Weeks?
Yes.
Weeks.
Second, the second day delivery, their 2-day shipping thing.
Dude, I got a mental image of a dude in a rowboat.
Yes, please.
I got your package, Miguel. It's on its way.
That's hilarious.
Wait, what is going to be much talking about? No one's excited for that.
What?
No one's excited for that. No,
Yeah, nah. Definitely not looking forward to that one. You
no.
can keep that one on the shelf.
Yo,
Hey,
and our
hey,
Merit
that's what people
said.
say about games that go for $500, $600 in a couple of years. So just
Yo,
saying.
and our Merit said, "Yo, what's good? Hey, Amazon just not delivered my pre-order Smash Brothers Ultimate copy, so I'm not happy. So I'm not happy with them. Dang,
Amazon's trash.
Amazon's real trash.
But
But,
I can sit this one out. You guys talk about Smash Brothers and how amazing it is and what I'm missing. I'd love to
It's
hear
a
it.
very, very good game.
All right,
Oh,
so
yeah.
Very fun.
Played.
Can I ask one question to all you guys, all you pros that are playing it right now?
what's
I'm
up?
not.
Because when I demoed it at Comic-Con this year, I had one major issue with it. I felt like there was way too much crap going on at once, too many flashes, too many
Yes.
emotions, and I felt like it was really hard to keep track of what was going on. And I was wondering if that was just me being rusty or if that's truly what's
Preach.
going on in the game.
I lost myself at least
Sorry.
4 times last night fighting Avidan,
Yeah.
your player too.
I'll say this: that's prominent in four man free for all matches. 1v1, not so much. 1v1 is more straightforward; it's easier to see. But when it's 4 people, it's hard to see everything. And this has been something that I've noticed because I actually played it recently on the Wii. Because when I went back to Long Island Gaming Retro, I played Melee and I played Brawl while I was over there, and I played Smash Wii U. And back when in those games, it's like when the graphics get better, it was more apparent in Smash Wii U. But because of the HD quality and all the items, if you're playing with items, it's easy to see all that. So mainly when you're playing with items, it's hard to keep track of the whole entire board. But if you turn off items and you play like a traditional fighting game, if you want to, then it's not really that hard to lose your opponent.
But that's not Smash anymore when you start doing that.
It depends. Well, it's not Smash. Well, it depends what you define as Smash. Because there's a whole market of people who are, let's say, pros. Like you would say, competitive, like who play Melee. Their only way of Smash is competitive route, no items. So
Right,
their
no, I get
definition,
that.
yeah.
I get that. But I'm saying, even with no items, when I think Smash, I think minimum 4 players. And when there's 4 players, it gets hectic, even without items, with all the ways that the kicks are making so many flashes and lights and everything that it does, even with the regular moves that you're doing in the game. I don't want to sound like an old man shaking a cane at my game, but I'm like, man,
you silly
there's a lot of crap going on right now, and it's really hard to keep track of where my character even is when I'm swinging. Like,
I feel you. I feel you. I was playing a lot recently. I played a lot of Smash. I unlocked everybody. So
already? What?
That's insane.
I found a fast way to unlock it. I just found a fast way.
I seen
There
that
is
too. I seen
an
it.
exploit.
Yeah,
Yep.
I exploited. I just exploited a fast. I'm a grown man. I don't got
Avidan's a
time.
cheater.
Well, technically, you're not a
I
cheater.
mean,
if it's
you don't
in the
cheat
game.
it too. 'Cause, I mean, I was doing it, and then I saw some people online doing it. So
I mean, technically, no. Listen, you call it cheating. I call it being a grown man using his resources properly. So,
Don't ever say that if you're married.
Yeah.
Just for everybody listening. Okay?
Right.
Relation.
Baby, I wasn't cheating. I was just using my resources properly.
Nah. All you gotta do is say, you know what? Y'all won. All you gotta do is say y'all won. Y'all won. But seriously though, the game itself, it runs smooth. It's the best running Smash. If you played all the Smash Brothers games, it's the best running Smash. This game, as someone who put in a lot of hours into Smash Wii U does not hold a candle to this game. Not at all. There's the only thing that I would have liked better is if you could still choose the For Glory mode online. We could still do 1v1s. I would have liked that better for this game. But I'm not going to really make it too much of a complaint because it's going to make me get better in facing 4 people or 3 people and just doing a random map. So I'm not going to complain about it. Anyone else have their thoughts?
I mean, this thing, I can't really speak to comparisons to older titles because I didn't play the older ones enough. But I can say as a relative newcomer to it, like I'm having a blast with it, and I feel like everything's really approachable, and I'm actually having more fun than I thought I would just playing through the World of Light section of the game.
That's fun. That World of Light section.
It's a good time, and I think it does a good job of sort of easing you into a lot of the mechanics or the the different elements or the different kind of strategies that come into play when you actually play Smash and kind of get you more familiar with it as opposed to like a traditional fighter. So for me, it's actually been really helpful, to kind of learn the ins and outs of the game.
Nice.
I haven't played since we finished the arena last night, so I ain't got much more to contribute. I've been focusing on rebranding all of today, so
ain't nothing wrong with that.
Even while we're doing this, like we're doing the podcast right now, and I'm editing videos while I'm on here. So yeah,
the work of being a YouTuber does not stop
ever.
You really don't.
It doesn't. It's like you're on this. I'm actually taking some of Smash JT's advice and doing like less videos throughout the week. And I just said I'm gonna just see if I can make less videos but get more views on those lesser videos for now.
Right.
But
you don't want to burn out your audience, and you want to make sure what you're putting out there is the best you can do. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And you and Josh, 2 J's. You and Josh definitely told me about that a few times, and it's something I came across for myself. I just said, at the end of the day, you don't want your work to not be a true representation of yourself. I don't want to talk about video games every single day. So what do I look like going on camera talking about video games every single day if I don't want to talk about video games every single day? So I feel like if I could dedicate certain days, it makes it easier to push out the best content. But go ahead.
Yeah, you're right. I was gonna say, like, cause I got in the same boat where I started slowing down to like maybe 2-3 videos a week because I mean the burnout can hit you and it can hit you hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But just the opposite, like this week, I went 4 days without making a video, and then I put 3 videos out today.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's just like,
oh, man.
I miss it so much because I was burned out, but I'm like, I got to today, I'm like, oh crap, I want to do this, and then I got my Smash video, and I was like, I just was on a roll. When you get hot, just go,
Yeah, you do, and you never know when that one video you take. That's why I say take your time to do it. So like, thank you for watching the review, by the way. I just said I'm going to take my.
That was a good job. Good job on that, by the way. Seriously.
Thank you. Traveler. Like, I wanted to take my time with the editing. I want to take my time with everything, and I just said I want to put out more content like this. It's not so much about the views, but more so just providing value. Views will come, but it's like, how can I make something that's valuable for someone that would want to buy the game? And I had about 3 comments of 3 people come to me and say they want to buy this game now from looking at my review. That's
very cool.
That's the goal. That's the goal. If I could get you to want to get something, and I felt like I provided the proper value for it, then I did a good job. I don't want to do something just because it's hot, only because it's hot. If I'm doing it, if I like it, and it just happens to be hot, then cool. But at the end of the day, I need to do something that I feel as though I'm providing value, to the consumer itself. I feel as though a lot of us with marketing, we're in so much of a take mentality and not so much of a give mentality, and that's really how you truly go when you're more about giving your consumer something.
And to add to that, like for me, like this week, I haven't really put up any videos, and I'm supposed to have done the review for Monster Boy. So that was the embargo lifted, I believe, on Monday, or it's Tuesday your guys' time. It's Monday my time. But I got hit with the flu and an eye infection, so I was out most this week. And then as I was seeing a lot of people put up reviews, I'm like, did y'all really finish the game? You know, did you cover? Because there's a whole lot of
There's a lot in that game.
Yeah, and I'm seeing nobody's really covering it, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna drop a video probably Saturday, but I'm gonna come at it with as much as I can because there's so much content in it. I don't want to just skim over it because embargo's up here. I'm gonna put it out. No, I can't do that.
And that's the thing. Like, people, for those who don't know, Monster Boy is a $40 game, but it's worth every penny.
Yes,
it is worth every penny. I was a little hesitant because Wonder Boy was $20. Right. This game is twice as better. It's twice as good than Wonder Boy, hands down. I'm not even joking. This game.
We have amazing. A moment for twice as better, real quick. I just want.
No, shut up.
I went twice as better at it to everyone's lexicon by Sunday. Go.
Would you say that it is better than the other game?
Betterer. Can't believe it's not better.
Oh man,
the betterest.
Love you guys, man. Y'all got the best.
I'm a PG County veteran, by the way, just so you know.
So, wait, what? Oh,
backwards. Never mind. Don't worry about it.
But yeah, man. So that's about it. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Does anyone in the chat have any questions they want to ask the cast? Anything you guys want to ask us? Well, feel free to ask us anything. We're welcome to talk about pretty much anything for right now. So
except Jay-Z and Nas.
Yeah, accept that, please.
I'm so sorry.
There's not much to really say about that, you know. Like,
I mean,
you know.
Notice that Rob stopped working on his video to talk about the whole Jay-Z thing. Like, he stopped everything. It was like, now let me tell you about this. Like,
yeah, I mean,
ready to go.
There's not much to really say about it aside from the fact that Jay-Z's better, but Nas is great too. I love Nas. Just Jay-Z's better.
I mean, Jay-Z felt like he had his feelings hurt at the ether though.
Yeah, but then Jay-Z came right back and tore him.
We lost Josh. Josh is gone, guys.
I mean, you know.
Cable.
Nas felt pretty hurt after Super Ugly.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
He said no,
he jumped right on the phone with Carmen after Super Ugly. That was a meeting.
Let me ask you guys a question while we're waiting for questions.
What's up?
Metroid Prime 4 gets a reveal trailer
January.
before E3 or at E3 of next year?
Before. Like it did Smash this year. It'll be in like early direct.
You think?
I feel like
March.
I feel like we're going to see a lot of bombs dropped in January. Don't quote me on that, but I feel like we're going to see some bombs dropped in January.
So do you think they're going to do like what they did with Smash Brothers, where basically Nintendo's E3 this year was all Smash Brothers, so E3 next year is going to be all Metroid Prime 4?
I don't know because there's way more juggernauts next year. There's Animal Crossing. There's Pokemon.
There's a game that got announced by Shigeru Miyamoto like 3 years ago, and they haven't said anything since, called Pikmin 4.
Yeah, Pikmin 4.
Yeah, it's almost done.
Fire Emblem's supposed to be coming out.
Fire Emblem.
Game Town's supposed to be coming out.
Luigi's Mansion 3 coming out next year.
Mansion 3.
Yeah, I'm still pumped for Daemon X Machina too. I can't wait.
Daemon
for
X
that.
Machina.
I need
Did we ever get a date for that? Daemon X Machina?
No date.
Not yet.
Not yet.
All right, honest question. What are you more excited about, Metroid Prime 4 or Luigi's Mansion 3?
Metroid Prime 4.
Luigi's Mansion 3.
Metroid Prime 4.
Wait.
That's hard, dude.
Right? Isn't it hard? It's hard. It's harder than you think.
That's hard, dude. That's really hard. That's really hard, man.
My gut said Metroid Prime 4, but on the thinking about it back, Luigi's Mansion 3 actually.
Right? I feel like I'm more excited for. I love Metroid. I'm like a huge Metroid fan. But
I think.
Let me tell you. I'll put it this way. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think Metroid Prime 4 will be a bigger, more ambitious, and technically better game but I am more excited for Luigi's Mansion 3
Agreed.
right now.
I think.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you guys this though. What if Metroid Prime 4 has multiplayer?
That's the thing that I'm not concerned about, but the thing that I would be curious to see if they're going to pursue is if they just give some blockbuster multiplayer component. If they manage to create the same kind of hype for Metroid that you would see, generally for Smash. I mean, because there's not
Halo.
a lot of or Halo, right? Like, I mean,
Halo.
I don't think anyone would be like, oh,
Y'all
what's a
know
Halo game?
There was
But
first.
still.
Outside of Smash and 2K, I'm more into single player games anyway, so that doesn't do much for me.
Okay.
I'm the same way. I'm the same way.
All right, cool. So,
Avidan, once you got kids, online multiplayer kind of takes it back half the time.
It really does.
yeah,
It really does, man.
because
Like,
you
boys
can't
are always
pause
like,
the
"Why don't you play
game.
this?"
I can only play my online games at night because
Right.
there's nothing worse than when your kid needs you and
Yep.
and you have to lose the match because of that. So,
Right.
Yep,
Big
yep.
fact.
so yeah, I get it.
I used to think people online matches that were just dropping, I thought they were like kids that were just pissed. I'm like, nope, they're adults with kids that just.
facts.
Made.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to either one though. But the biggest game that I feel like is gonna really take the show is probably gonna be the next Pokemon game. That game is going to do a lot.
That is going to be the biggest game Nintendo comes out
Will
with.
it be open world?
Yes.
Hopefully, yo, listen.
I think it,
I'm gonna say this. And y'all can call me a graphic snob, whatever y'all want. But I just gotta be real. Pokemon Let's Go. There's another reason why I will never cop that game. The reason why is because Pikachu and Eevee are the only Pokemon that say their names. Bulbasaur and everybody else sound like they're Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance sprites. Like you sound like Game Boy sprites on an HD console. What do you think, Nintendo?
I agree. You could at least got some voice acting. Give me somebody saying Bulbasaur. At least steal the clips from the TV show. You could at least done that. I agree with you 100%.
My biggest thing with Pokemon is it's way too goddamn easy. Like I can't even waste my time with it because I'm like I can just blow right through the game. It's not even a challenge.
Well,
I don't enjoy that. I need
well,
more.
wait, Pokemon in general or the Let's Go?
I haven't played Let's Go yet, but
Let's Go's really easy.
It's
I would
super easy.
imagine it's right in line with everything else because I've played every Pokemon up until that point, and I'm like, I like the idea of Pokemon, and I feel like the original game gave a little bit of a challenge, and I think it's gotten easier and more accessible as the series has progressed, and it's gone away from what I would have liked instead of towards what I would have liked the whole time.
I think honestly, Pokemon shines more in the multiplayer and the battle arena. It's like,
absolutely, always has, yeah.
I think that's where the real difficulty lies. Is like when you have to play against somebody else, and it's like you're not playing against a computer AI, which could be manipulated. He's like, oh, I already know what move they're gonna use, or I have an idea how to use
But
my
you can
type
still
advantage.
you can still make Pokemon. At the end of the day, it's a role-playing game, and you can still make role-playing games challenging. You just have to up the enemy stats and give yourself abilities that you need to use at the right times and things. That the actual chess match with Pokemon is more like checkers instead of chess, and I'd like it to be a little bit more advanced.
I would combat that. I don't think it will be though, because with the way they're
But no, I agree. That's why I feel like it's heading
yeah,
towards kids
Yeah.
instead of adults, and I get that. But that's why I kind of have grown out of Pokemon. Is I guess what I'm unfortunately getting at.
Shout out to Rax the Great in the chat. What's going on, Rax? But
I'll say this though, like I'm hyped for next year with the Switch because finally, as a fighting game fan, we're getting a lot.
yes,
King of Fighters 14, they with their SNK Express thing, they kind of let it slip. King of Fighters 14 is coming to the Switch, as is King of Fighters 15, which I already knew about. I know some people working on that one. Guilty Gear Xrd Rev 2 is going to be coming to the Switch. That's in the works. We got the new BlazBlue. Well, it's an updated version of BlazBlue that came out 2 years ago, but
I've
still
been saying Blaze Blue this whole time. It's BlazBlue.
BlazBlue, yeah.
I've been saying Blaze Blue Money this whole time too.
Good to know.
still waiting on that Soul Calibur 6 announcement.
The more
Which-
you know.
And what's Samurai Showdown? That's gonna be on the Switch too. I'm hyped about that.
All right, cool. I see. And Mortal Kombat.
Mortal
Yes.
Kombat.
Mortal Kombat 11 is coming to
Day
Switch.
and date with the other versions also.
Huh?
Day and date with the other versions as well.
And I'm just waiting. Now I'm just waiting because everyone is saying the Switch is getting games day and date. Okay.
Here, how about this? How about this? A wild thought that I just had.
What's up?
Earthbound HD remake.
Don't do that.
Yeah, nah, I don't like that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
What do you mean by HD remake?
I mean like turn the
Pixels-
Legend of Zelda on the NES into Ocarina of Time on the N64 for Earthbound.
So okay, so
Went there.
so
I don't like that.
So you're saying N64 to 3DS, not Secret of Mana HD remake?
I was about to say like Secret.
Right, no, definitely not that. I'm talking full blown. Make this a modern day game.
Okay, you scared me for a little bit there.
No,
I'm kind of with Rob on this one. I don't know if I like that or not.
Yeah, I think
Do you think it has the market appeal? Oh, go ahead.
I'm
sorry.
not even worried about the appeal. I think you should just leave a classic where it's at. I think
Re-release
that's one
it
of
on
the classics
Switch.
you should just
Go
leave
for it.
alone.
Re-release it on Switch with 60 frames per second.
What?
Yeah, let's get 60 frames per second for these for these sprites.
Right. You know what? You know what
4K.
else? You know what I'll say? You know what I'll say? I would like give us a true sequel to Mario RPG. That's all. I want.
Agreed. Me and Avidan are on the same train on that one. We're on the same.
Give us-
The proof of that would be when
And
Gino
I
gets
don't-
announced as a Smash
and-
character.
and-
Hey, Avidan, it already happened. It's Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door.
Oh my gosh.
Listen, Paper Mario is not a sequel of Mario RPG, okay? It's not. It's just what it is.
It is a better game though.
Was actually a ripoff, story ripoff of Mario RPG too.
Exactly.
Mario RPG suffered from Pokemon syndrome. It was way too easy. I love the game, but man, you could just walk right through it.
You really
Yeah,
can.
it was still great. It was still great.
This-
It was good, but
It was great. Great
I
story,
wish
great
it was harder.
soundtrack. But that super boss, Kulix, the FF6 boss, he was kind of challenging.
Yeah, he was.
Kulix
As a
was
little
kinda
kid, man, he caused me tons of headaches. I remember when I first I finally beat him. I was like, oh my gosh. I was so happy.
I mean, but I would say this. That was the RPG that got me into playing RPGs. Like, that was my gateway
both.
RPG because I played that RPG first, and the next RPG I played directly after that was Final Fantasy VII. So I had
man.
Okay, I went the opposite way. I went Super Mario RPG, then I went Final Fantasy 3, then I went Final Fantasy 7.
see,
I
went-
started out on Secret of Mana, then went to original Final Fantasy, and then went to Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy 3, and then Final Fantasy 2.
I had the first Final Fantasy first because we got from a flea market around the way. I don't know if anybody don't know what flea market. That's like a swap meet. So
we know
Yeah,
we do flea markets.
I don't
right?
know because certain parts of the U.S. don't do flea markets. They do
We
swaps.
used to have flea markets and they shut them all down
That's
over
true.
here.
Yeah, no, we do it now. We do flea market. In fact, if y'all ever do go back and check out my music, watch a video I got called The Balance. At the end, y'all can see me getting Legend of Zelda, the first one, and Double Dragon at a flea market after shooting my video because we just walked up on a random flea market off the random. But that's how we used to get games. Yeah, just off the jump. It was just like, oh, we finished shooting the video and there's video games. Let's buy some. I got both of them games for $10 together. $5 each.
Wow.
So would you guys want a Double Dragon to be brought back, but have
No.
Arc Systems?
No,
Do it. Wait. Hear me out. Hear me out.
they've done this and it's went horribly.
No, hear me out. Look, okay. So if it was redone by Arc System Works, since they own the IP, would you want it to look like Guilty Gear?
I wanted
That-
to look like it stayed on paper and never happened.
Yeah, like Exar.
I wanted to look like they just leave it alone, man. I'm tired of them bringing back stuff, dog. Because every time they bring it back, they ruin it. This has been a consistent thing. They bring something back and then they mess it up really bad. And I really want that to stop. Like it's messing
Yeah,
up the
it's
childhood.
not.
I'm
It's
now I'm
not.
starting to get his fear behind the Final Fantasy 7 needs to stay where it is now.
Yes.
I'm starting to get the
It'll
fear
come
a
out.
little bit.
It'll come out.
Yeah,
It'll be great. Don't
It
worry.
won't.
Listen.
I don't know how they could do Final Fantasy VII.
It's gonna be episodic. It's not gonna be turn-based.
I would literally wait until every episode came out, and then I'd buy Game of the Year.
The first episode is the whole game. Like the second and third episode are like post game, like post.
No. They already announced that they'd be doing them like in sections.
Yeah, they're doing it in sections. The first game is not the whole game, dog.
Here's my approach on it. If you can wait 20 somewhat years for the game, you can wait another year for it. So
easily.
In that case,
I'll be playing the Outer World. That's what I'll be playing.
I mean, that is if Final Fantasy VII Remake ever even comes.
If it ever comes out.
I heard that they scrapped the team, fired everyone, and started from scratch again.
Yo, you guys know how they doing like the PewDiePie NT series, like who's gonna hit like the most subscribers first? I was doing what's gonna come out first, Final Fantasy VII or Detox from Dr. Dre.
Detox.
How about neither?
I'm still going with Detox.
I have a feeling my life will expire before either of those happen.
We already got Detox the whole time, so I don't even know why we tripping. We got Detox.
Yeah. Yo, appreciate you, Rax. Rax, I'll be all right. Exactly. That's exactly what it's called. I'll be all right, Rax. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. But yeah, that's about it, guys. We're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna go straight into the outros. This has been a hilarious and a fun cast. It's been great chilling with you guys tonight. So we're gonna go right into the outros. We're gonna start with Smash JT. Smash, tell them about your channel, what you got going on, and what you got coming up, man.
Man, I like video games. I talk about video games. In today's episode, I reviewed the PlayStation Mini in my own special way, so check it out.
I started to watch that, and my phone was on like 5%.
I gotta watch this.
It's a 15 minutes. It's a doozy, and you definitely want to watch it. It's one of my. I've had 2 people in the comments already say it's my best video I've ever made. So really made me feel good about that one. So definitely check it out.
Definitely we'll go ahead and take some time to watch that. There's a channel in the link, guys. Make sure you go ahead and check it out. And next up on the list, we have Josh, Your Player 2.
Josh here, Your Player 2 is my channel, and my channel is all about helping other gamers who have YouTube channels sort of up their game and improve things like the production quality, you know, navigating things like YouTube analytics or how to work with affiliate marketing, which is something we were talking about earlier. And then a lot of video game content in between with multiplayer streams on Wednesdays. And I would say, I think the most recent series that I've got is I'm actually doing like a 3-week series on gifts for YouTubers, things that YouTubers would probably appreciate for Christmas, partially because I think it's nice to think about the YouTuber in your life. Secondarily, I just like the idea that I would get feedback of stuff that I could buy for myself, so I could, you know, just sort of grinch it up and be selfish. And yeah, that's kind of what the channel is all about. Sounds like something you dig. Please consider subscribing. And if it sounds completely awful, please don't come by. You know, make better use of your time.
Nice. There's his channel in the description, guys. And now we have first time guest. Definitely want to have you on again sometime, bro. But we have Mr. Mikhail Casanova. Tell me about your channel, what you got coming up. I already dropped the names. You got to drop the next one, bro.
What's up, everybody? It's Mikhail Casanova, Hawaii's favorite YouTuber, host of the #1 podcast in the state of Hawaii, the Mikhail Casanova Podcast. If you guys like reviews, if you like interviews with your favorite voice actors from both anime and video games, and also your favorite tech YouTubers and gaming YouTubers, my channel is where it's at. Yeah, I want to be on this show again. This was a hell of a lot of fun. I need to
definitely. Hey, you got to do it. You got to give a tech YouTuber that you will be interviewing soon.
Okay. So, MKBHD.
What?
Yes. I'm gonna be interviewing him today. I just interviewed Mr. Mobile, Michael Fisher.
Wow.
Your Average Consumer. They're all out here in Hawaii right now at the Qualcomm Tech Summit on Maui. So.
I'm hating. I'm hating, dog. No, those are literally my favorite, like some of my favorite YouTubers.
And I've got the exclusive for Devil May Cry 5, the entire panel. So Johnny Young Bosch, Ruben Langdon, and Daniel Southward. Got them on lock.
Definitely.
And I saw somebody got a My Hero Academia. Yeah, we got All Might. I'm interviewing him soon too.
Wait.
What?
Wait.
No.
Now, hold up. Wait.
My dudes, chill.
Miguel.
I'm hustling out here, man. I told you this.
Miguel, is what we talked about still on?
Word is bond, my guy.
Let's go. All right,
is
cool.
bond?
Let's cool.
Oh,
All right, cool.
I don't know what code y'all just spoke,
For real.
Don't worry
But-
about it.
but the tuna is on the plate. Somebody knows what that means.
Nobody else in Hawaii is trying to do what I'm doing, so I'm like, I need to be the first to do it.
Hey, man, smart man. I love it, man. But definitely though, make sure you guys check out his channel. That's his channel in the description, in the chat. Go ahead, give him a sub, turn on notifications. You don't want to miss these podcasts, these interviews. So next up, we got NX Revolution.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
No, it's
I
floor.
was just saying, I'm just some guy who likes to talk about video games. I have a channel. I put up videos on there sometimes. I should actually have an unboxing of my Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Limited Edition delivered day one by Amazon on my channel sometime in the next
Amazon's
day or
trash.
two.
Amazon is trash.
Don't let
Amazon is
Amazon
trash.
heal you.
Amazon is trash.
Hey.
Amazon is trash.
Hey.
Right now, I'm definitely more active on Twitter, sharing news and stuff at NX Revolution at NX_Revolution. So check it out.
NX, I'm gonna say this. The chat is saying it. We're gonna tell you, man. You need a webcam, bruh.
Nah.
Yeah, we gonna start GoFundMe.
We need a webcam.
That's the wild part. The Rax just said it, dog. He has a webcam. He just don't use the jump.
I have my phone, Rex. That's what I have. I don't have a webcam yet.
Yeah, he uses his phone.
for
He
NX.
uses his phone camera. Nah, get this man a webcam. He'll be all right. But next up, we got the homie. We got the person who's been on his podcast quite a few times. We have the one and only Nintendo Direct. Tell him how you doing, what you got coming up for the channel, bruh.
Oh man, so still doing what I'm doing, still doing the new stream, still doing the podcast on Sundays. This Thursday coming up, I'm doing a new, it's not new, but really starting to ramp it up, doing a segment called Why YouTube, where I talk to different YouTubers throughout the community and talk about things like what we like, what we don't like, what's our process, just what it's like to be a content creator on YouTube, pretty much. And so
You interviewed Smash JT before too, right?
Smash JT's been on there. My homie Saltiest Gaming's been on there. I just had my buddy Mr. Boomstick XL on there. Next week I got my buddy PTK Blam on there, and then I got some more people in the works right now that I'm talking to. We don't have any dates set, but keep an eye out for that one. That's probably my favorite thing I'm doing right now. I love
those segments though, man. It's so organic and it's great conversation, bro. So I love the fact that you're doing that, man. So,
but other than that, subscribe, and if you don't like it, then don't. You don't have to. I guess.
There's a link in the chat. Go check them out. Last up, we got the homie Rob Rigo, who's currently rebranding his channel, started a brand new channel. And go ahead, Rob Rigo, tell them what you got going for. This is Rob Rigo Gaming, no longer the Rigo Report, but it's Rob Rigo Gaming, right?
No longer the Regal Report, only Rob Regal, gaming and culture, you know what I'm saying? Really just covering video games and everything that pertains to it. So how I feel about video games, gaming news, giving, live streams, podcasts, reactions, reviews, everything that I feel like crosses my mind, which may not cross a lot of other people's minds, as y'all can tell how we talk here on this Chillcast. I'm going to be covering that in my new videos and how I'm handling my new channel. So please, if you can, hit that link that's in the description of the Chillcast right now, because it's a brand new channel.
Yeah, exactly.
Just made yesterday. Only like a few subscribers. We're trying to get up to 100 so we can get that unique URL. You know what I'm talking about.
I'll say you guys go ahead and check them out, because getting that unique URL is a great thing. So it really helps out, makes you stick out more. So guys, make sure you check it out. This is not the same link I post every week. So if you've been here before, don't ignore the link. This is a brand new link.
Brand new.
9 times out of 10, you are not subscribed. And he's going to currently start putting out content. And you have a schedule. You have a schedule in place or anything? You want to put?
Not yet. Only because I'm going to start getting. I'm going to take the videos I had on the last channel, the gaming videos from that channel, and go ahead and move those over here over the weekend, and then I'm gonna start pumping out all the new stuff. So
Okay.
once I get all the old stuff put over, then I'm gonna go ahead and start putting out the new stuff.
Cool. All right, cool. All right, then. Well, that's a wrap, guys. This has been the 26th episode. Thank you guys for coming on by. This is Avidan Smith. If you are new to this channel, I do Chillcast like this every Friday, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as well as I do weekly videos every Tuesday and Thursday, and I do reactions on the fly because, you know, those are time sensitive and you can't control when things come out. So make sure, if you are new, hit that like button. If you are new still, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And most of all, you make sure you share this with a friend. This is Smash JT, your player 2, Mikel Casanova, NX Revolution, Big Tenor Direct, Rob Regal, and this is Avidan, and we are out. Peace.